I want to kick it off going back to the beginning when you were a kid. Your first big break at only 9 years old was working with Steven Spielberg on Jurassic Park, which is one of my favorite movies. And first off, what was that whole experience just filming that movie with him, with a legendary director?
Yeah, I actually started it when I was 8, believe it or not.
Oh, because filming, I guess, right? And then it came out when you were,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It
that's
came
right. Yeah.
about because he was very good friends with Dick Donner, director of Superman, and The Omen and Goonies. And I did a movie with him called Radio Flyer. So Steven would come on set to look at me for the movie Hook that he was making around the same time. And so he would take me out and show me like Neverland that they were setting up. And it was amazing. I did a screen test with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. It was surreal. Like I still remember it. It was just me, Steven, and those two in a room. Incredible.
Well,
Um,
sorry, what was the role you were going to be playing?
Jack, the boy.
No way. Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
man.
Robin Williams' son. And I didn't get it. I was a little too young, they felt, and like a little too, I guess, like sweet looking. They wanted someone a little more rough and tumble. So Steven came up to me and he said, "Don't worry, Joey." He called me Joey. "Don't worry, Joey. I'm going to get you in a movie this summer." And that movie was Jurassic Park. He offered it to me. He changed the ages of the kids because in the book it's the boy who's older and the girl's younger. He switched the ages so I could be in it. And then we were off to the races. Steven was and is to this day one of the most amazing people I've ever worked with. He never lost that like that childhood imagination and that like whimsy, that like love for making movies. Like he's still like I feel like he actually I like identifies the reason he has so many kids in his movies is I think that that's what he actually identifies as still. Like he's still that little boy playing with G.I. Joes in his backyard. But he's also like an incredible businessman and has his finger on the pulse. And he, if the crew isn't doing a good job, someone isn't doing a good job on the crew, he's going to make sure that, he gets them into shape. So like he's a professional. He's brilliant. Working with him was a dream that I wish I could do my whole life. But that's not the way it goes. But yeah, I mean, that entire experience was incredible. 2 months in Hawaii, 2 months in Los Angeles on stages. Um, Everything about it was like kind of a dream come true.
Yeah, and something I read that was actually really funny was that, and I want to get your thoughts on this. That Spielberg he kept the full size T-Rex animatronic on set, even when it was not used, just so the cast could feel its presence. Like, do you remember what that was like being a kid, just acting around something that was like ginormous and so massive and lifelike?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where else they could put it. So,
Yeah.
probably was just going to be hanging out on stage 27 at Universal anyway. But no, he was amazing. Like, he used to call, like, you got to go to school on set when you're a kid. So, he used to like knock on the door and just like come in and be like, field trip. And he would take me to like go look at the T-Rex, like when it was first like on set and show me how it worked and showed me how it was able to move and just kind of like, wanted to just like again like be that child, like discover it with us, see our reactions to like these like enormous, animatronic dinosaurs that we were going to be able to work with, and the shots he was going to set up and the cranes. And he knew I had a real love for directing as well, so he always wanted to show me the latest things that he was going to be doing. So he was just always wanting to kind of live in that moment with us. And I think it kept him, I'm speaking for him, but I think it kept him excited and kept him again connecting to that childlike whimsy that made him so successful with these big blockbusters for all ages.
Yeah, and this franchise it's still so popular to this day. Obviously, there's a new Jurassic World movie coming out. Has there ever been like times where they've approached you and said, "Hey, you want to appear in this movie?" Was it something that they've done, they haven't done, or you turned down or something? Like what's the story behind that?
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I would never turn that down. Are you kidding? I'd love to come back. I mean, obviously, I did a little cameo. Me and Ariana did a cameo in Lost World,
Yes.
um, and that was the last time we were approached. I've definitely like talked to some people on the inside there, and there is always talk of like, hey, they're going to be making these movies for a long time. Kind of a you never know, like, stay ready. but I've never gotten that phone call. So I don't know. I would love to do it. I hope it happens one day. I don't know if there's some resistance inside somewhere, but I've even like, had conversations with like very, very main people about it. So could happen one day. Haven't gotten the phone call yet. I'll be ready if it does.
You know what, Joe? It's funny. Like but I think I'm gonna manifest it. You know why? Because they seem to always do that. Like even there's a new the new I Know What You Did Last Summer coming out, and they're
Yeah.
bringing back Freddie Prinze Jr. and I think it's Sarah Michelle Gellar too is in it. So you never know. They might do another one. They may bring the OGs back, right?
I would love that, definitely when they brought back Sam and Laura and Jeff for the last World. It was just like, oh man, I was like so gutted. I wanted to be a part of that so much. Um, but like, yeah, like you said, it definitely could happen. And you're right, like movies from like the 80s and 90s, they're just like bringing everybody back except for Jurassic. I'm like, come on, man. Like, when's it happening? Like, I can't wait. But you never know. You know what I mean? We'll see. Again, I stay ready. I'm staying in shape so I can run from the dinosaurs if need be. You know what I mean? I'm doing a lot of like cardio to make sure I'm ready for it when it happens. But yeah, you never know. I'd love to do it.